Hello friends, my name is Marinés and it's my birthday month. I'm actually really excited to spend a low-key birthday at home after what was a whirlwind summer of travel. I will be solidly in my own city for the whole month of September. September will still be a really super busy month for me because my best friend is getting married and her bachelorette and her bridal shower are both this month, plus my aforementioned birthday. I'm still working full-time, but I'm also taking 5 classes. Plus, you know, life. I'm turning 29 this month, which is a thing that it is very difficult for me to wrap my head around. People who are older than you are always like, 29? That's nothing. But it's the oldest I've ever been. Anyway though, I'm looking forward to a month of just being present in my own life, in my own city, with my old, long time and wonderful friends. Now, books. I'll start with my in real life YA book club pick for the month, and it is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I've never read a Morgan Matson book before, but I know that there are a lot of people on BookTube who really enjoy her stuff. We were in the mood for a contemporary this month, so I hope this is something that I enjoy. Actually, considering my track record with the last few YA picks that we've picked for this book club, I'm going to consider it a success if I finish. The story is about a girl who has to get the family car from California to Connecticut, but she isn't quite ready to get behind the wheel after her father died in a car accident. Enter Roger, who's going to accompany her on the road trip, and plot will ensue. Next, I have a book that I pre-ordered, and I'm not entirely sure if it's out yet, but I do know that when I was in London, I saw a copy of it that I wanted, and I bought it. It's The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. Probably you know how I feel about Patrick Ness. I love him. Patrick Ness is one of my auto-buy authors, so I've had this pre-ordered in Kindle format since when I found out it was coming out, and now I have the hardcover copy as well. And speaking of pre-orders, I have The Marvels by Brian Selznick pre-ordered, and that releases on September 15th. Depending on how my other reading is going, it might be a thing that I pick up right away, but we will see. It'll be my first Selznick book. I've been trying to get others from the library with little success, so this one is coming. It'll be my first Selznick. I'm super excited to see how the story will weave together the promised visual component with the prose component. I want to continue man bookering this month. I got off to a meh start last month. I started 2 books that I'm about halfway through each of them. One is A Spool of Blue Thread, which I am buddy reading with Kayla Rain, and the second is The Fisherman. I probably will finish those 2 by the end of the month. I feel like I should pick one more to put in here just in case that I finish those. I can put up a third. So it's either going to be A Brief History of 7 Killings by Marlon James, or The Green Road by Anne Enright, which I have the audiobook and the actual book for that one, so it might be the one that I go to next. Next, I have A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. After finishing and loving Vicious last month, I want to give this another try. I'm gonna power through and get to the better stuff that everyone promises me is there if I just get a little bit further in. For those of you who don't know, this is a book that everyone and their mom has read on BookTube about a man who can travel between parallel Londons. Next is The Return of the King. Expect tweets and lots of emotions as I wrap this trilogy up with all of these obsessive and loving feelings that have come out of nowhere. For a graphic novel, I'm going to be doing Sandman Volume 1 by Neil Gaiman. I took a little break from Gaiman after I read The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and while I have a few more books of his to tackle, I feel like it'll be a good way to ease my way back into it with a graphic novel. Also, I've heard wonderful things about this and I own it. Finally, my jar picks. I am going to pick from my unfinished series jar because I am about 15% done with the last book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I'm gonna finish that this month. Like everything. I feel like I'm gonna finish that this month, so I want to have the next series waiting. Even if I don't get very far into this new one, I just want to have the next thing lined up. So let's pick it. This is a jar full of all of the series that I've started and never finished. My next series will be Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Dennard. I've read the first and second book, and I remember thinking that they were really easy to read but not very good. I did read the first book, Something Strange and Deadly, and I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. I read the second book, A Darkness Strange and Lovely, and gave that 2 out of 5 stars. The final book is Strange and Ever After, so that is what this pick means. That will be the thing that I am reading. My next pick is from my reader recommended jar. It's supposed to be a jar. I haven't quite gotten around to making the jar, so I have them listed on Goodreads. I'm just going to do a random number generator thing and pick that book. These are all books that have been picked for me by viewers or friends or community people, you know, you guys. It's stuff that you feel like I would have feelings on, either positive or negative, just things that you guys want me to read and tweet about and do a review on. It can be anything you think would be cool if I read. If you have any of those kinds of recommendations, leave them in the comments for me so I can keep adding to my jar. Okay, this month's pick is number 3, and that is Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. So I will be reading that, live tweeting it, and doing a review hopefully this month. So there you have it. That is my September TBR. If you've read any of the books I've mentioned, let me know down in the comments, or if you plan on reading any of them, I would like to hear that as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon. I love it so much. I was just staring at it. Book. Probably finish those this month. One is a bowl of blue thread. One is A Spool of Blue Thread by Anne Bookerin.